you're coming to any foreign country, don't just prepare your documents, you guys. Don't just prepare your documents. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Iso, and this is me officially saying Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas day was filled with food, laughter, a lot of love and family. Now, the purpose of this video is not to bring anybody down, okay? It's actually something that I felt led to talk about. Like, I felt led to talk about this for a long time, but I've just been like, I don't want to be one of those people that will just come and be like, oh, don't come. But yeah, this is just my honest message to you that is planning to not just move to Canada, but like to move to any other country that is away from, you know, what you're used to, and if you're moving by yourself. So I hope you watch this video to the end. So let's jump right into the video. Everybody talks about Japa, Canada this, America that, Australia this, New Zealand that, Scotland this, UK that. Like, everybody wants to leave Nigeria, which I feel like is valid. But I've not really seen somebody coming up to talk about the emotional baggage, the emotional wahala that comes with moving abroad by yourself. So if you're planning on moving to Canada, not just Canada, if you're planning to move to any part of the world, especially if you're moving by yourself, I think and I advise to watch this video to the end. And just keep in mind, this video is not to scare you, okay? It's just coming from one Nigerian young person to another, is to tell you the truth about actually living abroad by yourself. Okay, let me start from the airports. You know, all the goodbyes, all the pictures, all the, oh, it is well, finally, the Lord has done it, hallelujah, right? It's not very normal, because while you guys are taking pictures, while you guys are like just trying to act as if you're not actually traveling, like just trying to talk about what to earn that morning, or talk about a funny video you saw, like literally everybody's just trying their best to act like it's not happening. Almost act like, oh, you're just going for one day, or you're going for 1 week, or you're even going back to university. I mean, that's what my mom said, and that was so relatable. She was like, she could not just at that moment picture that I was going away and they didn't even know when I'll be back. So she just told herself that I'm going to university. That I'm going for school and I'll be back any moment. Like, even me, that's the kind of mindset I would have had, and that's also the kind of mindset I actually had when leaving. I'm like, okay, it's just for a period of time. It's just like I'm going to uni, I'll be back home in no time. But the actual truth is that inside your chest is going to be so heavy. Emphasis on the fact that you're traveling by yourself. You know that because your entire family, my entire family came to the airport with me, right? And you're seeing them, and just one part of me is just like, they're all going to go back home, and I'm going to get on a plane. And yeah, I'm not going to see them, I'm not going to hear their voices, I'm not going to tease my brothers, I'm not going to tease my sisters, I'm not going to eat, you know, home cooked, like not home cooked, like I'm not going to eat like my mom's food, I'm not going to eat my sister's food. Like, honestly, all of these thoughts were just like running through my head. And to me, it was like, gosh, like let the flights even just delay. Like, I want to spend as much time with them as possible. And the one that even made it worse, so one of my sisters had to go because she had like work to do, so she left. And yeah, when she started crying, I was just like, I'm not gonna cry, because if I start to cry, I'm more like, it's not going to end. So up until the point where I had to leave my family and then, like, you know, go through like the place where they cannot go through, I was like, I'm not going to cry, because I was on thin air. I feel like I was just floating somehow, like, is this actually happening? So I was just doing my best to be strong, because, like, you know, I don't want, you know, emotional waterworks to just feel everywhere. I wanted them to be like, okay, she's going to just go here, she's gonna be fine and all of that. But you guys, my chest, even the night before I had to travel, my chest was so heavy, because I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going to go into my brother's room and on the light and run away? What do you mean I'm not going to be watching movies with my siblings and we're all going to be so annoyed because we keep saying what's going to happen? Like, these things sound little, but you realize that you don't know the next time you're going to experience this again. And it becomes a fact that you're leaving your mom, you're leaving your dad, you're leaving your siblings, you're leaving like the place where you grew up, the place where you know how to maneuver your way. Like, OMG, this is actually happening. And deep down as well, you know, I'm not coming back next month. I'm maybe not coming back next year. So technically, I might not see my family for over 1 year. So people would even decide to stay here for like 3 years till they get their citizenship. So you're like, I'm not going to see my family for like over 3 years. Imagine you're coming as a student. You might not even have the financial luxury to say, okay, you want to be going home. And it actually now dawns on you. And honestly, at that point, it's so easy to feel like so freaking sad, guys. It's so easy to just want to say, you know what, how did they go again? Yeah, you guys, let's go back home. I tell you this, at this moment, you have to just strong your mind, okay? Especially when you know that, for example, like me, God told me to move. I had to hold on to the word God told me. And then I just had to tell myself, like, this is not forever. Okay, this is literally not forever. This is for the good of my life. This is for the good of my family's life. Everything, like, you have to just start talking to yourself like, everything will be fine, everything will be fine, everything will be fine. I'm going to say that again. Even if you want to be delusional and tell yourself that, okay, you know what, I'm going to save money, maybe after 6 months I'll go back home. Tell yourself that. Anything you can tell yourself at this point, to not be bawling your eyes out and, you know, dealing with immigration and dealing with like the flight attendants and all of that. Please just tell yourself that, okay? Seriously, coming alone is not being serious. Coming alone is not even funny. I don't know why I keep mentioning it, but if you're coming here by yourself, I just need you to keep this at the back, at the front, at the side of your mind. Coming alone is not going to be easy, especially when you're even coming here, you don't even have any family member here, or maybe you're just staying with like people like you're not that close to, just for a couple of months like I did. Like, there is no familiar face, there is nobody to just quickly Oga, I beg, how did they do this one, you know, just like this familiarity that us Nigerians have with ourselves. You don't want to even laugh with when everything just feels strange. No one to look confused with when you're trying to figure out how to do things or how to just like get by in this place. Literally from day one, every decision, every mistake, every bill, you're literally now on your own. Well, I mean, technically you're not on your own, because literally God is with you, okay? God has told us that he's going to give us this earth to subdue, right? So it's not only in Nigeria that God is in Canada, God is in the US, God is in America, God is everywhere. So one thing you should have in mind, even when you're moving alone, you're not moving alone, okay? So one with God is what? Let me hear you guys in the comment section. One with God is majority, okay? So you are literally the entire host of heaven. I'm going to that country. So you're actually not alone. For example, for me, when I first came here, yeah, I wasn't super close to the people I stayed with, but I was actually lucky enough that, you know, just little conversations, and then they'll be like, oh, this is how to cross the road, this is how to use the traffic light, this is how to use the bus. Because initially they were driving me around, but I knew that eventually I would have to learn how to use the bus, learn how to use Google Map. The first mistake I made, you guys, you need Google Map. I don't, do we really use Google Map in Nigeria? I think I use Google Map in Nigeria, but it's when somebody is driving, right? Never really when I have to walk somewhere, or never really when I'm on a bus, right? I mean, does Google Map work in Nigeria if you're on the bus? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, here you need to learn how to use the Google Map. I remember my friend came, I had to show her and tell her like how to use it. Like, it sounds so easy, but you guys, the Google Map will literally save your life. Obviously, there is like the local one here, but Google Map is just like, you know, everybody has Google on their phone. And yeah, you will need to use your Google Map to know where your bus stop is, to know what bus to get on, to know which part of the transit center that the bus is going to be parked. If the bus is delayed, it's going to tell you. If the bus is coming early, it will tell you. You can even see how far the bus is from where you are, like how long is it going to take the bus to get to where you are, so you can see like the bus moving, okay? And then when it gets to walking, it will tell you, oh, turn left, turn right, go straight. Sometimes this thing can mess up, but 90% of the time it has literally saved my life, okay? When all the times when I've almost gotten lost. And for the walking one, there's also an option where you can do like a live view. So if like you have to have data, so live view, you can literally just put your phone camera like this. It will tell you to show your surroundings. When you show your surroundings, then it will now tell you, okay, turn, like literally live view, right? So it's like, oh, turn left now, okay, take this left now, okay, take this right now, okay, walk straight now, oh, your destination is on the right or on the left. Google Map will save your life. So I didn't know that. So I did mess up a little bit, but eventually I was able to get, now I'm a pro at Google Map. Facts, even sometimes it told me to leave at this time, I don't even follow it. Or sometimes it told me like, okay, take this bus. I won't take it because now I know that, okay, that bus will take a longer route, okay, and I won't get to where I'm going to on time. So I now know how to plan my movement because I'm now used to like the transportation. But one thing you should keep in mind, it is not rocket science, number one. Number two, ask questions. Ask questions, ask the bus drivers questions, okay? My friend had an experience where she pressed, so how do I explain it? So on the buses, right, they have like these strings, these like yellow strings, and then they have like buttons, right? You have to pull on that string. This one, I keep it in mind, just keep it in mind to help you. They have like the yellow strings where you now pull. When you pull, that's like this, you just pull, it's close to the window, you pull it down, and then the bus driver will know that, okay, I am going to stop at the next stop, okay? Now you need to pull that string early enough so the driver will know that, okay, I'm stopping. Because if you pull it at the exact time, it's going to pass because he feels like, okay, this is not your bus stop. So you have to pull it a little bit earlier. So my friend, I think whether she pulled or she didn't pull, and then the driver like kept going, and my friend was like so scared to speak up. But and I told her, I'm like, you should have gotten up and told, because some are rude, but some are actually very nice. And you would have just told the guy like, oh, please, I want to get off, and some of them will stop. Like, they are human beings, you guys. They are not ghosts. They are not angels. Okay, they are human beings that you can speak to when you have an issue, and majority of them are always willing to help. So yeah, that is just one example of like something that gave me a little bit of an issue using the bus, but the moment I got the hang of it, yeah, it's all good, it's all fine. Talk to the bus drivers. Then obviously you have to make sure you have your card, your ARC card. Now you can use your credit card, now you can use your debit card to pay. So just make sure you have your fare, and then once you enter the bus, you're going to tap once. When you get off the bus at the back, you're going to tap once as well. Okay, now this is just a tip for those ones that are coming to Canada. Trust me, to be so helpful, because for me, I didn't even know it. Another mistake I made was like, when you want to cross the road, okay, I think there are like 2 or 3 different types of pedestrian crossing. So you have the traffic lights, okay, you have the traffic lights, and then usually there's a small screen that has like a red hand. The red hand is just like this, right? When it's like that, you're not supposed to cross. Majority of the time you find a button, there's actually instructions on that you should press this button. So there's always a button at the lower part of like the traffic light, you know, it's like a long stick or whatever. So there's a button that is just here like this, and then when you press that button, it now knows that okay, somebody wants to cross, right? So some of them would turn green. So when the thing is red like this and you want to cross, when it shows that okay, it shows like a male figure, is it a male figure? It shows like a figure, like a man, a white man. I call it a white man, like literally a white light with just like a figure of a man. When that thing comes up, okay, not the red handle, when it shows that figure like of the white light male figure, then you can cross. If it doesn't show that, please don't cross. And then it begins to count down, so you know how long you have to cross, and obviously the cars will have to wait for you. Then there's another one that when you press, it's just going to be blinking yellow lights. When it's blinking, you can go, you can literally go, the cars are going to stop for you. And then there's another one where you would see the white sign, like pedestrian crossing sign. As long as there's a zebra crossing and that white sign is there, just start walking. The cars are going to wait for you, because trust me, they do not want their car to touch you in any way. Please obviously be careful. So honestly, can we talk about the culture shock and feeling out of place? I mean, you go from a place where everybody looks like you to a place where you suddenly feel very aware of yourself. Accent, your slang, even the way you greet people. Like literally, you can be in Nigeria at the bus stop and just mention one name, and you guys will become best friends. You guys will start talking like you've known yourself for so long. Like just knowing how Nigerians like to gist, and this kind of like communities thing we have, honestly, like you can literally get along with anybody. Like, I mean, good people, right? Not some of them are very rude, but yeah, you can majorly get along with anybody you literally find on the road and just start gisting about something. You're not going to have that anymore, because a lot of your mannerisms, a lot of the inside jokes, oh god, that one paying me, a lot of the inside jokes, it's like they don't understand anymore. If you're looking to find yourself around a Nigerian community, fine. But I mean, you're still going to move around. So initially, like all those inside jokes, all those slangs, all those have fun, all those, you know, some things like they say that Nigerians we like to exaggerate, or we know like all these dark jokes. You find out you have to limit that, because the person you're talking to probably doesn't understand what you're saying. Like for real, in Nigeria, you don't even think twice. You don't usually think twice, but here you find yourself overthinking everything. Like, oh my god, did I say that right? Oh my god, did they understand what I said? And you almost want to find yourself talking like them. It's like, oh, if I talk like them, will they understand me better? But you guys, let me tell you something. You do not have to speak like them. Okay, the only issue I feel like Nigerians have when we speak is that we speak very fast, and we tend to speak a little bit loud, if you know what I'm saying. So yes, reduce your voice a little. Okay, let them hear you. Reduce your voice. Don't talk too fast, and they will hear you. Okay, instead of doing is that then they're never going to understand. Okay, they're gonna go, pardon, what was that? They're never going to hear you. So please speak your Nigerian accent. Okay, they have an accent, the Indians have their accents, the Mexicans have their accents, the Americans have their accents, you have your accents, the Koreans, the Filipinos, they all have their accent, the Chinese, they have their accents. So why should you try to change your own accents to sound like the white people? Like, there's no need. So just please keep it in mind. You don't need to do shuru, okay? I feel like another thing is that you might tend to feel like, oh, these people are kind of superior, like, oh, they're always right, oh, they always know what they're doing. And I mean, yeah, this is a system that works, but one thing you should also keep in mind is that these people, they also make mistakes, they also try to feel wise. Even when it comes to like this kind of a thing, I beg you, don't keep your Nigerian sense at home. If you feel like something is giving sauce, something is being suspicious, please listen to your instincts, okay? And ask questions. Don't be so quick to say, oh, because this, person said it, then you're like, oh, it's probably true. Or maybe you didn't make a mistake, and they say you made a mistake, and you're like, oh, maybe, yeah, they have something that works, so maybe they're right, maybe I made a mistake. If you know you didn't make a mistake, you guys, please, I beg you, tell them, sorry, I did not make a mistake, and this is why I feel like I did not make a mistake. Be willing, be ready to speak up for yourself a lot of times. Don't just take anything from anybody, right? I'm not saying be rude though, I'm just saying be willing to explain yourself, and don't just, because they say A you take A, because they say B you take B. Okay, use your sense. If you have to argue, stand your ground, as long as you know that what you're doing is not wrong. Okay, they are not perfect. Okay, nobody is perfect. Like I said earlier, like things can get so confusing, like even the simple thing like the bus, like transportation, the banks, like school, grocery shopping, for example. So they have like this place, that's one thing I love, it's very accessible, right? So a lot of times, if maybe your hand is filled with bags, when I first came, like I'll go shopping and my hands will be filled with bags like this, and I'll still be trying to use my elbow to open the door, but there's actually like a big I'll call it a button, but it's like literally this big. You would see a wheelchair icon. If you press that, the doors are going to open for you. Same thing when you go to the transit stations, like there's like another box, but that one shows like a hand waving, so you don't have to touch it. Okay, like I said, they are so accessible. So if you just wave, maybe if you wave your phone at it or you wave your bag at it, it will open. Okay, so I think for any reason, like I don't know, for any reason you want to open, you don't want to open the door with your hand, just press that button or wave at that one, and then it's going to open for you. Like seriously, everything just moved so fast. Like I thought that everybody would all wait, like okay, this girl just came here, let us slow down, let us wait for her to settle in. But that is not the case, you guys. Everybody is moving so fast and you're just trying to catch up. You're trying to find out how things work. Like literally, you know you're intelligent, but initially you will just find yourself feeling lost most of the time, and you're now trying to not look lost, right? You're trying to not look confused, but you know that, oh my god, like this is so overwhelming. So yeah, that's why you just have to take it easy. Okay, take it one day at a time. Do your research. No rush. Okay, no rush. Don't enjoy yourself. As in, one thing that I told myself is that, see, this month or the first month I landed, okay, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle. Okay, but it's not forever. That's one thing that you should keep in mind. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself if you feel like, oh my god, I acted so dumb today. Trust me, I've acted dumb many times, but guess what, even in this country nobody cares. Like they're not going to remember your face and say, oh, this girl was shouting that, oh, stop the bus. Even if you do that, they're not going to remember. Okay, just give yourself grace and everything will be fine. I apologize for the sound. It snowed so heavily like for the past 2-3 days, so I think the trailers are currently trying to scrape the snow off the road. Don't let yourself lose any kind of confidence. You're confident, you're smart. Literally, you lived in Nigeria your whole life. There's some kind of smartness that we get for living in Nigeria that you will not get anywhere else. So please give yourself kudos, because it's not easy. So don't feel like, oh, you come here and oh my god, did I just suddenly become not intelligent? I promise you, you are very intelligent. Everybody needs time to adapt. Okay, if anybody can adapt, it is in Nigeria. Another thing that I feel like, I think I made a video about this before, but another thing you need to keep in mind is that, yeah, surely when you're moving alone and you're someone that is an extrovert, or maybe you're an introvert but you just like to have like your people around you, it can get really quiet, because nobody's going to come and knock on your door and be like, oh, have fun now, oh, let's go here, or there's no woman that's selling groceries on the side that you just go and start gisting with her. You know, there is nothing like that. So yeah, it can be very quiet, and if you're not like mentally prepared, you might find yourself getting depressed. Because I mean, in Canada, at least in Edmonton that I live, people are polite. I mean, 90% of people are polite and they are usually respectful, but the truth is that closeness takes time. Like, you know, this country, if you're, like I said, if you're looking to be in the Nigerian community, yeah, okay, but don't like me, I wasn't, right? So you might meet people, but getting close to the point of building a community where you can call them anytime, you can visit them, I mean, not anytime, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, you guys will now actually become friends where you can say, oh, let's hang out, or they might even start understanding some of your jokes. It will take time. Okay, I did not even have friends till like after 3 months. Then I have to now put more effort. Like I keep saying in this channel, if you don't put effort, okay, I'm an introvert, but if you don't put effort, you're not going to make any friends. Okay, you might see people that are like, oh, hi and hello, but if you don't put the effort to even be kind and obviously pray to God to direct you to, you know, good people, right? You're going to be by yourself, okay? And another thing I feel like as a Nigerian is that, like, I would say that I missed. I mean, right now, things are okay. I have my Nigerian friends here as well. But coming newly, you miss those spontaneous conversations. Like, it will just be going and going and going. All the slangs, you guys will be laughing, like, you know, like, yeah, you're going to miss that. Like, you're going to miss being understood without having to explain yourself or explain the joke. Like, honestly, I didn't even bother. I'm like, you don't understand. Yeah, you just have to like make the effort. Also, you know, go to church. There are so many Nigerian churches here you can go to. Like, I do feel when it comes to depression, it's just the enemy's way of making you feel isolated. It's just the enemy's way of making you feel like you don't have anybody. But the truth is that you have people. You are literally never alone. Like I said, God is always with you. You can always call your family. I know even the time zone can be challenging, but the moment you guys understand yourselves, I promise it's not going to be that like horrible, right? So please don't ever just allow yourself to sink. Don't just allow yourself to just sink into that place of like, oh my God, I'm alone. I have nobody. I have no friends. Maybe you didn't have a job yet. Like, it's like, oh my God, my life is miserable, my life is miserable, my life is miserable. No, your life is not miserable, okay? This is only for a while, because this too shall pass. Literally, nothing lasts forever. So, but you need to put effort. You need to push yourself to say, okay, I'm going to be smiling more. I'm going to try to carry conversations. Even a lot of people say, oh, because I know Nigerians, we don't like small talk. But you will need to learn how to be good at small talk, because nobody's going to come and meet you for the first day and tell you, oh, my mother did this, my father did that, my lawyer did this, my dog did this. Oh, I mean, they can talk about dogs, but you get what I'm saying? Nobody will come and open up to you on the first day. But be okay with small talks, like, oh my God, weather is so good today. Oh my, it was so cold today. Like, the sun was so hot today. Like, oh my, I almost fell on the road today. Like, little talks, trust me, matters here. And it is not cringe, okay? It's eventually you can build really good relationships by having small talks. So yeah, Canada is not bad. Abroad is not bad, but it is not magic either. I mean, the growth will come, but it might really hurt initially, okay? I think it's always going to hurt, but I feel like the beginning part is going to hurt even more. Yeah, when you're coming, or when you're coming to not just Canada, when you're coming to any foreign country, don't just prepare your documents, you guys. Don't just prepare your documents, prepare your mind. You need to prepare your mind. And honestly, I would say ahead of time, prepare, like, what is your happy place? Is it movies? Like, another thing about the happy place is, let's not just be inside. Me, I like inside. I can stay inside all day, every day, but it's not good. But yeah, just prepare your happy place. For me, my room, that's why you see me, I'm always changing and doing something in my room, because this is my happy place. Like, it has to be cozy, it has to look perfect, my bed has to be perfect, my blanket has to be perfect, you know, like the movies, like all of those things. I apologize for this sound, you guys. They work for me. They help me to feel happy even when, you know, I'm not feeling the best, right? Yeah, so just find something. What are those things that make you genuinely happy? Find them and be ready to engage with those things. Healthy things, you guys. What did I say? Healthy things. Don't go my trouble. Healthy things, godly things, okay, that will make you happy. Make sure you do that. And honestly, missing home doesn't mean like you failed or like, oh my God, you disappointed everybody in your family. Struggling doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. Honestly, just means that you're human. Imagine you moved and you're happy, you've never felt sad, you've never then even me, I'll look at you weird, like, you know, like, is everything okay? You know, it just means that you're a normal human being. So just take it easy on yourself. If you're planning to move to Canada, or if you're planning to move to any part of the world, I hope this video helped you to think a lot deeper than just, oh my God, snow, oh my God, money, oh my God, white people. You know, think a lot deeper and prepare yourself mentally before you come here. And if you're already here, just know that you're not alone, okay, in the way you feel. Your feelings are very valid. Where you feel overwhelmed, it's very valid. But like I said, please take it easy, okay? It is not the end of the world. Remember, this was a prayer point. The enemy can like to make you to complain of the things. So the enemy can like to make you start to complain and hate the things that God gave you because you asked for it, okay? So be very mindful. Remember, it was a prayer point, okay? So don't make God to say which guy who, as in, if I've not given, I should say God not my prayer. You guys, live with gratitude and enjoy where you are at every point in time, because where you are currently was a prayer point in the past, and it is also somebody's prayer point presently. If this video spoke to you, like, comment, and also share it with somebody that feels like moving abroad is so easy that they're not being realistic about like what to expect when you move abroad. And yeah, I would love you guys to join the community by subscribing, because I'm gonna keep posting maybe a lot more vlogs, but definitely a lot more talks about like life and growth, because I don't just want to do like the generic moving to Canada videos. Like, I really want to post videos that are meaningful and would actually speak to you, and you know that, okay, you're getting value from this channel. So yeah, I hope I have convinced you or enlightened you and not confused you about the reality of moving abroad. Let me know what you guys want me to post next, or like in upcoming videos, especially in the new year. Leave that in the comment section. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.